Welcome back to Studio Chatter. This year's Fiesta Days will be very different from what we have experienced in the past. Let's talk about some of the changes.
Oh,
okay,
changes.
So
we have an expert here.
Yes.
That kind of knows.
The new normal.
We know we're going to have the rodeo.
Fiesta Days.
The rodeo's a go, and there are some possibilities of a couple things changing, so we'd want to recommend that everyone checks the website.
Okay.
If you have an event that you want to go to, just check it, maybe before you go down.
So it's those things, like explain how you made the choices.
The way we ended up making the decision, we had to make that at the end of June because we needed weeks to prepare for the magazine to go to the printer, for people, all the volunteers to get in line, infrastructure, several different things. But it comes down to what the governor's currently instructing the state to do, and that is contact tracing. That's a big factor. So the events you'll find that you are able to go to or participate in, they can do contact tracing. So any of the Spanish Fork Parks and Rec Department activities, any of those sports, they could report back to you. Angie, you played pickleball, and
I have these people on the list.
Yes, and one of them reported back for COVID. Whereas the Grand Parade, that would have been thousands and thousands of people, and we would not have been able to contact any
Is that
of
the
them.
difference with, let's say, the rodeo, because it's sold ticket sales, and because it's a lesser number of tickets that are sold,
and in a controlled environment,
and
maybe?
you can require the mask wearing, and the rodeo committee and the riding club worked closely, as well as the city manager and mayor, with people up in the governor's office, and they want an event this size to happen so they can see how well it goes off, so they can plan future events. We don't know how long this is going to be for the next hopefully just a couple more months, but possibly another year.
Right.
And you can't cancel all events, so they're hoping that, let's see how Spanish Fork does that, and we are working very closely with the state of Utah.
So I love so much that Spanish Fork has always kind of set precedents for things. So I kind of love that Spanish Fork has been made an example and able to report back, hopefully, in a very positive way.
Yeah.
I am curious to know about the mask requirement. So do you know how that will work in the rodeo? So if you're required to go inside with the mask, will there be announcements throughout to check your mask or make sure that, do you know?
Well, the rodeo is kind of like, I am the representative over Fiesta Days, but I've always looked at the rodeo of its own little beast. Yeah, they have their own thing.
Yeah, totally
I do know they will require masks upon entrance. I mean, you eat at the rodeo.
Sure.
Like, I get my kettle corn, my pineapple with the ice cream.
So it's probably pulled down, eat
when are we not
but
eating?
conversing with other people.
Right. But so of course they're going to allow you to take it off to eat. But if you're just watching, they're gonna. I'm sure.
It's probably much like going to a restaurant or something like
it is
that. Like
outside.
you wear it in, and then
Yeah.
your controlled environment with your own people. And you guys have limited seats, right?
Right. As of today, when we're filming, the state number is 6,000, and I believe we can sell 7,500. I think. So they've put it right at 6,000. So if that opens up closer to tickets to the rodeo, they'll open that up. So
what else besides our rodeo?
the baby contest will be held, and that, again, check online. Right now it's supposed to start at 3:30 to 6:30, but they may kind of stretch that out. They will only allow one person to come in with the baby and keep the social distancing and not, hold or touch the babies.
Right.
The car show will be down at the sports park, and that will be on the 11th, I believe.
And then we talked the youth theater, Frozen.
Yeah, the youth theater,
and then Speedy Spaniard.
The Speedy Spaniard will happen, and then the fireworks.
Sidewalk sales.
Yep, lots of sidewalk sales.
Okay. And the food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and of course the food
trucks. The food trucks won't be the normal, what we're used to, like the Texas Twister and some of those specific things.
So what will it look like?
So it's only going to be the night of the 24th of July from 5 to 10.
Okay.
So it'll be food trucks. So you know how we have Friday night food trucks?
Yes, it'll just be similar.
Since the 24th is on a Friday night, they'll just have those.
What about so we're used to maybe having the vendors in the park also.
Yes.
Will they be more spread throughout, like more sidewalk sale type?
Yeah, they'll for the food trucks. Is that what you're asking?
The vendors, like,
like the little
like the
market.
shops.
Like the craft fair? No craft fair.
Yeah.
So they won't be spread out.
They
Okay.
were really hoping,
Darn
but
it.
we really, since there's no carnival, no
Okay,
food,
that's fair.
That's
and
really
no
hard
entertainment in the
to
park,
do that.
we
Yeah.
thought that's not going to be a draw.
Okay.
So, but the 24th, I just encourage people to maybe start a new tradition.
Sure.
Still get together with your family,
Right.
do some fun things during the day. The pool will be open that day.
Okay.
They'll have the pool party, do your own festivities and events, and then you could go down and get dinner at the food trucks or go to the rodeo on the 24th if
And
it's
then
not sold out.
watch the fireworks.
Yeah,
Somewhere
watch the
fun.
fireworks. That'll be we're actually investing in some bigger fireworks that can shoot higher, so people throughout the city at their homes or other
Oh, I love
parks.
that idea.
Do you know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of a
great.
fun time to just get creative, maybe roll it back to the 1950s or 50s or something.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, even some of the camping that we've been doing in the living room while our air conditioner has been broken.
Yeah.
You just have to be a
Just
little
be
creative,
creative,
and
yeah.
there's still things to do and
You
get
have
out
a good
and enjoy
attitude and
Fiesta
just
Days.
enjoy what we can.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll see you both
Okay.
at the youth theater.
Yeah.
Yes,
With
and check
Elsa.
online regularly.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right, coming up next, we'll talk about why Fiesta Days is better than Christmas on Studio Chatter.